Between April and June 2018, I followed the Couch to 5K programme that aims to get you from lazing on your sofa munching biscuits to running for 30 minutes 3 times a week over a 9-week course. By the end, I'd made 30 minutes, but I didn't get to 5K. So in 2019, on the first anniversary of starting the original programme, I set myself a brand new challenge. By increasing my running time by 1 minute per run within the same 9-week period, could I finally vlog my way to 5K? I reached that goal in week 7 in just under 33.5 minutes. So for the final 2 weeks, I decided on a new objective, getting to 5K in 30 minutes. Can I really vlog my way to 5K in 30 minutes?
Hello, here we are, week 9 already. I can't believe it. And week 9 of course means the final running vlog in this series of revivals. However, breaking news, I intend to make some more videos. So if you think this is it, it won't be. There will be more, but I'll reveal more about what that all means later on. Now, as I try desperately not to get run over, this week, of course, is the follow-up to week 8, which was bonkers. Let's be honest about it. It was just mad because my second ever 5k run turned out to be slower than my first. So I thought, that's it, all bets are off. Not going to make my new challenge of 5k in 30 minutes. But then my second run, in a kind of weird, whatever the word is I'm looking for, in a sort of a weirdness episode, it was quicker. And in actual fact, it was quicker than I thought, because I said, I thought it was about 30 minutes and 32 seconds, something like that. It wasn't. It was 30 minutes and 25 seconds, because my watch keeps timing even after I finish 5k. So I wasn't 100% sure where I'd actually hit the 5k mark. And it turns out it was 30 minutes, 25 seconds. So you don't have to be a mathematical prodigy to work out that means I was doing a kilometre in 6 minutes and 5 seconds. So I was 5 seconds per kilometre short of reaching my new target, which is just bonkers. So I don't know what's going to happen today. I won't bore you, I've waffled too long already, so I won't bore you with all the reasons why I'm not 100% sure how well I'll do, and there's very kind of mixed feelings about it. And also, I want to make the point, a very important point I think, that really this isn't all about timings. I've been banging on a lot in these videos about split times and all this kind of stuff, but I think it's really important to remember that the crucial thing is getting out there and running and just getting a bit of fresh air and, you know, getting a bit fitter, which is what I wanted to do right at the start. And really the times are kind of secondary. It doesn't really matter, you know. I'm not in this for trying to break personal bests or records or anything like that. I just want to get fitter. So I hope anybody else who's watching this is why I wanted to say that, who is just trying to perhaps venture out on the whole Couch to 5k thing, don't get too held up on all these times. It's getting out there, that's really the important thing. And you know, you can do it. It doesn't matter how long it takes. Just because I've set myself this ridiculous target doesn't mean that you have to. But anyway, there we go. Right, I'm getting out of breath here, this walking and talking thing. I'm not very good at it. So let me get on, I'll see what happens today. I'd like to think maybe one of these last 2 runs I could do the 30 minutes, but we'll see. So I'll see you on the other side. There we are. Another 5k. And I didn't mention beforehand, did I? I half killed myself trying to do the 5k in 30 minutes. On week 8, run 2. And I've nearly done the same thing again. And no, I didn't do it. It was 30 minutes and a quick bit of mental arithmetic, which, let's face it, my brain is slightly adult at this particular moment, but I think it was about 38 seconds, so fractionally slower. But you know, there or thereabouts. So yeah, I mean, the first couple of kilometres I was sort of on track, but I did feel myself sort of slow down a bit then. And I thought, well, really, I want to make sure that I finish the 5k. As I said before, the time's not this secondary really. So there we go. So I've got one more run to go to try and do it. I'll see. The other thing, and this is going to sound like I'm looking for excuses, but it's actually been 6 days since I last went out for a run. I normally like to go every 3 or 4 days, but when I was going to go out on the last run, it was absolutely chucking it down with rain. Now, I don't mind a bit of rain when I'm running, that's not a problem, but it was, really belting down. I thought that's not very pleasant. And the day after that, I couldn't go out. I had a full-on day, right on through into the evening. So the only thing I could do was to go today, which just happens to work out 6 days later. So, whether that made a difference, in actual fact, because it was, it's been so long, it's been 6 days, I'm actually quite pleased with how I did. So, and I think that's another thing to take away from all of these. Think positive. Always think positive. Right, I'm going to carry my warm down, get home, and I'll see you for run 2. See what happens. Hello, here we are again. Now it is week 9 and it is run number 2. And I'm doing something a bit different today. I want to try and give myself the best possible chance of making it to the end of this run with a good time. So I still think maybe I'm pushing it. I think 5k is kind of my limit, but I've had lots of thoughts about that. I've got all sorts to say after this run, but I tend to get a bit out of breath when I'm getting old. So when I'm rabbiting before a run, and I want to give myself the best chance possible on this run. So I'm going to leave it there and do all my rabbiting when I finish the run. So fingers crossed we can finish on a high, and I'll see you on the other side. Right, that's it. Now, I'm not too out of breath, and the reason for that will become clear shortly. You probably want to know how I did. And actually, today was my slowest 5k. It was something like 35.5 minutes. But there's a very good reason for that. And it's because of this thing I said that I was doing differently today. And what I did was I thought today was going to be my last set of videos. So I did some research on healthunlocked.com, and it's a website that I used a lot when I was doing Couch to 5k. I visit it every week, and in fact every day I think I was on it. But I haven't been back on it for a year, not since I finished Couch to 5k. And I went on there specifically to look at what to do as a next step, because I know they've got a community on there which is called Bridge to 10k, and there's various different methods on there of getting to 10k after you've completed Couch to 5k. So I thought, yeah, that's what I need to do. But while I was on there, I noticed that there were some links to some more podcasts. There's 3 of them. They're called Couch to 5k Plus. If you look in your favourite podcast app, you'll probably find them. And they're 3. There's one called Speed, one called Stamina. You can guess what both of those are for. And then there's one, which is the one I use today, called Stepping Stone. And the idea of that is to get you, as a Couch to 5k graduate, to sort of consolidate where you are really. The real advantage of it as well is that it includes some helpful tips through your ears, and also music to run to the beat. Now, that's why my time was a bit slower, because the beat started at 150, then went to 155. I think it was 150 for 5 minutes, then 155 for 10, and then 160 I think it was for another 5 or 10. I can't remember what it was anyway, but it started at 150, ended at 160. Now for me, that's quite slow actually. I was finding that I was sort of creeping ahead of that speed, and I had to sort of rein myself in order to get to keep on the pace. So that's taught me that my rate should be a bit faster than that. So hello. So I need to go a bit quicker. So I think probably the speed podcast will probably be the one that I need to go on, or probably need to do, so that I can build up a faster time and maybe get to 5k in that 30 minutes. But because having not listened to these podcasts before, I didn't really know what they were going to be like, and I didn't know I don't know what beat I run to. Now, I've commented in the past that this sort of high energy sort of music is not my cup of tea. In actual fact, that was sort of more done as a bit of a kind of a joke, so that I could say the really bad joke about not having to listen to it so I'd finish quicker. But the truth of the matter is I actually like loads of different sorts of music. I listen to anything from Mozart to Motorhead. So I don't mind it, I really don't. And actually the music was pretty good. It was good on the beat, and it was fine. So I'm getting out of breath now. I get out of breath after the run, not on it. So that's put me in a little bit of a dilemma, because I kind of haven't finished on a high, but I've found something that's going to hopefully get me to that next level. So I was going to make this my last week, but I am seriously thinking of doing a bonus week. Oh no, I hear you cry. Next week, and maybe trying the speed podcast, Couch to 5k plus podcast, and see whether that actually does push me over the edge, because I don't know, it might get me there. I'm suffering now. So I'll go down this way. So there we are. I'll see how I feel. So what I was going to say, I've been thinking a lot about what to do moving ahead, and what I was thinking of doing was, when you do Catch the 5k and you get to 20 minutes and you think, I'll never do 20 minutes, that's mad. But you do it, you do 20 minutes, and then you do 25 minutes and 28 minutes and 30 minutes. And when you get onto those longer times, 20 minutes is a doddle. Or perhaps not a doddle, but you don't really think about it. You're so busy worrying about 25 minutes or 28 minutes that 20 minutes is no longer so much of an issue, so much of a problem. So I was thinking, if I can get to 5k, sort of get to 6k, 7k, something like that, then I'll find maybe that if I decide one day, I'm going to run just 5k and stop at 5k, I'll be able to go a little bit quicker and therefore get a better time. Does that logic make sense? I think it does. So I was assuming that today I wouldn't manage it, I wouldn't finish, and I haven't. And my plan originally was to say, well, what I'll do is go try and get longer distances, and then go back to try and then maybe find that I can do 5k in like 6 weeks or 2 months or something like that at a faster time. So that was my plan. The other thing I was thinking of doing as well is, you must have heard of the phrase, the straw that breaks the camel's back. Well, that honour goes to Maxine. Hello Maxine, shout out to Maxine, because she posted a comment saying, Andy, you really should go on a park run. And other people have posted comments about that before. Hello, shout out to you if you've done that. And I finally thought, after reading Maxine's comment, I really ought to look into this. So I did some research, and actually there's quite a few around here. I'd have to drive to get to them, but not a huge distance. And there's some go through forests, some on the coast, one around an athletics track. So that's good. So I definitely want to give those a go. There's one problem. They all seem to be at 9 o'clock on a Saturday morning, and I am not a morning person. So, but I can understand why they do it at that time of day. Makes sense. So, blimey, put your life into your own hands down here. Yeah, I can understand why they do them at that time of day. It kind of makes sense. You can get on and do other things, and it's cool at that time of day. I get all that, but I've still got to somehow persuade myself that I need to get up early enough to be able to go to one. But I do like the idea, I must admit. So thank you to everybody who's suggested that, because I think that'll help. Somebody said it would probably improve my time running with those other people, and I'm sure they're right. So yeah, so there we are. That's where we are. Slowest time. But I can see, actually, I'm starting to come around to the idea of running to this music to a pace. If I can work out what my pace is, it's obviously faster than 160. Funnily enough, the run is finished at half an hour, and I've done just over 4k. And I thought, well, I'm going to finish and carry on doing 5k. And for that last 700 and 50 meters or whatever it was, I just ran with no music or anything, and I picked up my pace, and that last kilometre was my fastest. So it shows that my pace is faster than the 160 that was on that one. But I'm hoping perhaps that the speed Couch to 5k plus will be that, will be that faster pace, but I don't know until I try it. So there may very well be a bonus week. I was going to stop. There may be a bonus week next week, and then after that I am considering I am going to do regular updates, but those updates might be, you know, every few weeks or something like that, when I feel like I've got something interesting to say. So there might be never. So there we are. That's where we are. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. There's a car coming in here. I'm going to get run over. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and click that notification bell, so then you'll find out if I do post a bonus video next week. And just thank you very much for watching. Thank you for all the comments. Keep those coming. And I think I probably will. See you next week. Thanks for watching.